Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and I've been working the last couple of days on actually on some note cards. I needed some note cards, so I decided to use the Autumn Whimsy digital kit from My Porch Prints. I had already made a journal out of it and was going to make 2 journals, and I decided that I needed the cards more than I needed another journal. So I'm going to show these to you, and my idea is that I'm presenting ideas still that could be used in your journal. These cards or these ideas on the covers of the cards could be used as inserts in your journals for pockets and extra writing space, etc. You'll see that when I get to showing them to you. This first one is actually was going to be the second journal, and I had already done a video on this cover. And it has a pocket here in the front, and I just decided not to do another journal, so this I turned into a greeting card. I covered the inside, and then there's writing space here for writing a note or a letter to someone. I decorated the inside with some of the ephemera, and on the back I always sign it, "Made with Love, Carolyn." Now, I don't have an envelope that fits this, so I'll have to make an envelope or give this to someone just in with a gift or something. But I did a video on this. It's Fall in Love with Fall journals cover on the covers, and that's when I did this if you want to see the details on it. But what I've been working on is these greeting cards, or they're note cards, and I ordered some just plain white note cards from Amazon, and these are fairly small note cards. Let me measure it. They are 4 by 5.5. And what I did was I took the papers that I had already printed out for the kit and the ephemera and put them together in such a way that I could use them for a greeting card. They open up and have some decorations inside and room for writing. My idea was that these could be placed in a journal. Let's say this was your journal. You could place this in your journal, glue it down so that it's a pocket, and it would open up for writing space. So what I'm showing you here can be used in your journals also. But I need some note cards. What I did, I'll try to kind of explain what I did on each one. It's with the patterns that I have here, it's a little bit difficult to see exactly what I did, but I have 2 layers here of paper. The bottom layer I cut just a little bit smaller than the card, and I measured it by just putting the paper down and marking it with a pencil and then cutting it, and I rounded the edges. I've inked everything. I even inked the card because I don't like just the stark white. So that's the first layer, this kind of salmon colored, orange color. And then this next layer is has pumpkins on it, and I used a die cut and cut out this opening here so that you can see this back paper through there. I added the books and the pumpkins inside the frame. Some coffee dyed cheesecloth, the word pumpkins. This is trim that someone sent me in a swap, and I used that across the bottom, and I had 1 flower left, so I put it up here. I have accented with stickles. I don't know if you can see it or not, but around here and in the center of each flower. And this just opens up for writing space for a note card. And I just decorated the inside a little bit too. And they come with matching envelopes, so this is ready to go in the mail. The next one I did is, you can see the two layers here. I've got the same orangey colored layer on the bottom, and then the teal blue inside. So I measured this by laying my paper down and just marking it, and the same thing here. I just wanted to have it a little smaller so that it looks layered and like a frame. Let's see. This is a piece of the ephemera here, the stack of books and the pumpkins. I added the word fall. And up here in this corner, I just did a collage of a pine cone, a leaf, and a flower. And again, I've accented with stickles, if you can see. Just in the centers of some of the flowers, and 4 places on this, like a little sign hammered on. This opens up to some decorations inside. I put some little tags in here, but this could be used for a gift card. Made the pocket out of the same paper that I had on the front here, and added some ephemera. I think I have a total of 7 cards here. Oh, this one was fun. I had made in one of the videos by folding papers a certain way, and it made 2 pockets, and it had a piece up here that I cut off and decided to use this on the cover here because I already had it made. So we've got a pocket in the back, and a pocket in the front. You can see how it crisscrosses. So what I did was, I had this handwriting letter type thing just in a box of stuff that I had. And I wanted to kind of break this up and have something behind the pattern. So I put that behind this heart-shaped pumpkin. And then I glued this on to decorate the front of this and the Happy Fall Y'all. This has stickles on it too, in the center of the flowers and on the sign. And inside the front cover, I just took some of the paper that I had already printed out and cut a tag to go inside the pockets. I actually cut one of my leaves in half to decorate this side and a book page. I have sweater weather and a flower at the top. This goes in this bottom pocket. I had to be careful not to have it come over the top here because it has to fit in the envelope. This tag that goes in the back, I used a book page and just decorated with one of the pieces of ephemera. These can all be written on the back if you want to put a message in there, or if this goes in your journal, it would be perfect for writing space for the journal. This opens up and I have the other half of that leaf and a stack of books over here to decorate. The next card I did, I used the stripe paper in the background and this orange floral in the front. Then I glued on, this was the round piece of ephemera. Let's see, before I did that, let me see just a minute. I put down some lace. Can you see this lace back here? I put a piece of lace all the way down this side underneath her, and then I glued this down. Then I used cheesecloth and the word grateful, a couple of my little flowers, burlap flowers. This is a little piece of trim I love to bring out this teal color. Whenever you do these, you have to use really lightweight things so they'll fit down in the envelope and you can mail them. But this is glued on. It's from some trim that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I put 3 sequins up here in the top to give it a little glitter. This opens up and has 2 pieces of ephemera inside and room to write your letter. Okay, this next one, I have to feel of it to see what I did. Okay, this one, I cut the paper to cover the front to be the exact size of the cut of the front of the card. And then I had enlarged this ephemera here. It was a small piece, and I had enlarged it and was going to use it in the center of the second journal, and I did not use it. So here it is, and I wrapped it around to the inside. So that's decorating the front of this. I have the word hayrides and a mum and some bling there at the top and my antique lace across the bottom. Inside I have that wrapped around the side here and another piece of ephemera with room to write your note. Okay. This one is layered quite a bit. I used the orange in the background, and I actually ripped a piece of a different paper, and you can only barely see it, but I ripped the piece down this way just to give it some layers, and I ended up almost covering it up, but that's okay. Okay, then I wanted to use this leaf as the focal point. It didn't exactly fit, so I just cut off the pieces that didn't fit. But underneath the leaf, I wanted to have something in the background. So I had this, this is actually the wrapper off of some ribbon that I bought, and it's handwriting. So I just tucked that in there just to kind of break up this, just to layer it and to give it some depth. And then this is a piece of ephemera here. I cut out the butterfly off of one of the little tiny cards. I used the word autumn and made sure that I let this leaf come up over it. Tied one of my pretty ribbons on there and accented with the bling for the butterfly body and the runs or the sequins. Pretty ribbon, soft color, a peachy color. And it opens up to have some ephemera inside. And this is the last one. I love the stripe paper, so I decided to put it in the background and let it show quite a bit. This is the piece that I did the die cut frame on one of the first cards, and this was the inside. And so I used it down here in this corner. I added the pumpkin ephemera, some sequins here for glitter, a piece of antique lace across the top, pumpkin spice ephemera, and a little tiny bow. And inside we have our ephemera to decorate the inside. So this is all of my cards. I've used up almost everything that I had cut out, and I wanted to use it. It's a beautiful kit, and I wanted to use up what I had cut out. And then what I have left, I always store it in a plastic file folder with the name of the kit and the designer on it. So I can go back one of these days when I can't print anymore. I'm going to have so much paper that I could work with anyway. So here's our 7 cards plus the larger card. I hope you can see how this could be used also in your journals. I like to make the journals, but I like to do other things too, and these will be very useful to me. Next up is a miniature, well, not miniature, but a smaller gratitude journal. I found a new designer that I like, and I'm using one of her kits, and I'll surprise you with that when I get it going. It shouldn't take me too long. It's a small journal. So I appreciate you watching all my videos. This is like the 11th Fall in Love with Fall videos, and it's been quite a fun month. It's taken me a month to do all of that and finally get the journal finished, and now all these cards. So I'm ready to move on to something else. It's still a fall theme. The gratitude journal is a fall theme, so we're still in fall. We haven't moved on to Christmas yet. I have quite a few fall kits, and I'll just see how many I can do before I need to start on Christmas. So I hope you have had a wonderful day. This is the evening here in Kentucky. My mind has been on the terrible, terrible, tragic weather that's happened in all the way from Florida up to the Carolinas and Tennessee and Virginia. Devastating. I had a friend who lives in Asheville, and I finally heard from her, but I don't know what her situation is. She just said she was safe. They don't have cell service, no power, no water, no way in or out anywhere. So I guess it'll get resolved somehow, but it looks pretty bad right now, and that's had me distracted for some reason. It's hard to just kind of go around like normal when something like that is going on. So anyway, we need to keep all those people in our prayers, and in the war-torn countries too. So but anyway, I'm going to get back busy on my gratitude journal, and I'll be back before you know it. I'll see you soon.